John, get over here.
Whoever it was talking to, you don't mind.
I don't know about that. All right, gentlemen, all right, let's get started. Yes. I call this meeting of the Alabama Republican New Candidate Outreach Committee to order. Congratulations are in order on us getting Roy Moore into the Senate. But we cannot rest upon our laurels, gentlemen. There's much work left to do, and we're going to need even more degenerate reprobates to keep our base fired up. So, new candidates, get on up here, and let's see if you can pass the muster.
You Alabama Republican elites will never put me on your ballot once you hear my truth. Because, sir, the Bible strongly implies that man and goat should lie together.
Yeah, I see, yes. So you have sex with goats, sir?
Yes, and a YouTube channel. I'm one of YouTube's top goat-fucking influencers.
Well, yes, sir. You're more than welcome to sign up right here.
Oh, okay.
And next, you, sir, what is your platform?
Well, it's hard to describe, but I do have a video on my phone.
Oh, well, by all means, let's take a look.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to see that, too. Oh, my.
Good God almighty.
No. I don't know.
No.
I don't know if I can look at that. That'd make me sick.
What kind of God would allow this to happen?
Dear Lord, I'm forever changed.
That's not right.
Well, sign up right here, sir. Don't forget to add your name to the email list. And you, sir, what is your platform?
Anti-Klan.
Oh,
They're not racist enough.
Oh, okay. Well, sure, that sounds good to me. Right this way. And you, sir, what is your platform?
Anti-racist.
Oh, well, I'm not sure we'll be...
Because they ain't racist enough.
Oh, okay. I get it. Extra racist is what you want.
That's
Sure,
it,
why,
yeah.
sure, yeah. Get in line
Okay.
right here. And if you could put your name on this piece of paper. All right, who's next?
I ejaculated on every pizza I ever delivered to the Ronald McDonald House.
Oh, very good.
I installed cameras in the restrooms of every nursing home in Fort Payne.
I piss on babies.
Well, shit on babies.
I love you.
Gentlemen, please. You all sound like great candidates. So let's get you up here. Let's get you all signed up. Excuse me, boy. Are you lost? Me? No, sir. I'm here to run for office as an Alabama Republican.
Are you from around here?
No.
Where you go to church?
Well, I'm an atheist, but technically I don't mean to be didactic or facetious in any manner. I'm Jewish.
And what makes you think you're right for the Alabama GOP?
Yes, well, I slept with my longtime girlfriend's teenage daughter.
Oh.
Well, not bad, I have to say. Oh, but let me tell you, there is so much more. Well, son, I want to hear all about it. I do. I want to hear. If you can come on up here, just put your signature down here. Gather around, gentlemen. We got somebody here I want y'all to meet. Just come right over here. Well, that's the story of how I became president of Alabama. It reminds me of the old joke, the Alabama GOP walks into a psychiatrist's office and says, "Hey, doc, our candidate's crazy. He thinks he's a chicken." Then the doc says, "Why didn't you turn him in?" Then the Alabama GOP says, "We would, but we need the votes. Also, he fucks little girls."
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, everybody. Merry Christmas. This is Jackie Bros on here.
Folks, this is Jackie Broll's best friend Dunlap. Together we host the Red State Update Christmas podcast.
Well, it's not always Christmas.
Instead of
It's just-
talking about Trump, we're going to talk about Christmas.
Well, I'm all for that. If that's what you want to do, that's
Sure,
fine.
hide your head in the sand. Privilege.
I get tired of it. Don't anybody in the right mind get tired of that?
We all do.
Well, I ain't gonna be mad all through damn Christmas. I'm gonna take a day or two to open a present or talk to somebody.
If we're alive.
You get right. Yeah.
Folks, this is a part of the podcast where I open up a can of beer.
Yeah. Beer's not as festive on
Christmas beer.
Christmas beer, they call spirits around Christmas time for some reason.
Christmas
A
spirits.
lot of people call spirit. Well, nobody calls it spirits. They just put it on the sign out in front. It's all a liquor store. You're drinking whiskey, you're drinking rum, whatever the hell it is you like.
Yep.
But for some reason,
And
you
that's
say
the-
Christmas spirits, you get
Sure.
the spirits ready. Yeah.
To honor our departed loved ones who've gone on to the Rainbow Bridge.
No, not that. That's
And
alcohol.
haunt us still.
Alcohol is
Here's
what I mean.
to you.
Yeah, all right.
Aunt Ruth.
Well, look, we ain't got time to figure all this out. We got a bunch of sponsors. This is the first time we had this because Christmas
Right,
comes
we don't
around.
have time to screw around.
No, we got to get right to it because Christmas comes around and everybody, I want them to know about this. Everybody got something special going on for Christmas.
Oh.
That's just how it is.
I love it.
Well,
I love it. I don't
like-
have a break. Look at my Google Calendar, Jackie.
What is it?
Every waking hour. It's a holiday season. Every waking hour filled up. I got look. This is my calendar. Can you see what it
It's
is?
just on the phone. I can't
It's a
say.
Google
I can't make
Calendar.
out anything on that phone.
I
don't
gotta
know
go
what
try
it
to
is.
buy weed.
All right.
I gotta find somebody to give me a ride.
All right, enough. Nobody cares about that. That's how you gonna spend your Christmas. That's fine. Nobody cares. We got a lot of good. I'm trying to help people spend their Christmas is the best way they possibly can. That's what I want, and that's the reason all these sponsors we have.
I'm gonna spend all this Christmas sponsor money, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I
No,
love this
that
time of
goes
year
to-
because my pockets are fat.
No, that goes to keeping this thing on the computer, because otherwise,
And
I
to
ain't
hurt
paying-
children.
You tell me that stuff. I ain't writing you another check for a computer check or whatever it is. Well, we need this.
Well, we
Jackie. You gotta
need-
have. I don't care what.
About
that's
every
what
week
sponsors
is
for.
$200 or $300 worth of repairs.
Well, you ain't doing all that. You take that sponsor money. Let me tell you right now, you ain't getting another computer check from me.
and we
So you
gotta
better-
give some of this money to hurt children.
To what?
To hurt children.
Hurt children? What?
Yep, we gotta help hurt children.
Help? Oh, help hurt children?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I thought you just pay the money to.
Well, you know what? Now that you mention it, I'm not sure. I mean, I've been writing checks. It just says hurt children, but I don't know.
That's
And-
where you got to investigate. Of course, in this day and age, there probably is something out there like it. For all I know,
And I just mail it to hurt children, and it's it's got a
if you're
Lebanon
giving it to
P.O.
hurt
box.
children, that's good. Hurt children need money for
Right,
lots of
but
things.
what if it's to hurt children?
If it's to give to someone else to hurt, no, that's the worst thing you could ever give money to.
Especially at Christmas.
Well, yeah. Poor children already got it rough as it
Well,
is.
I'm going to make an entry in my Google Calendar to follow up
Well,
on
figure that out.
'cause
Don't
I
ask for-
sure don't want to be.
Don't ask for any more donations from me for that till you know what it is.
Right. That's the first thing you should do, folks, is before you give money to some of these fly-by-night Salvation Armies or Habitat for Humanities or what's the one that with the kids in the hospital and then they go see the circus or whatever?
What?
Their last wish.
Last week, Make-A-Wish Foundation. That
Yeah,
shit.
listen,
yeah,
folks.
They don't want to go to the circus.
Charity.
That'd be pitiful if a child wanted a circus, because nowadays you'd have to tell them, no, we don't hurt animals no more. That's what you'd have to tell a child. She said, but that's what I want. I got cancer. I want to see the animals not hurt, but, circus, doing circus things.
In
But
a little bit of pain.
come to find out, nowadays the animal that was hurting them. We didn't. Back then it seemed like they was putting on a show, having a good time.
So either you have to tell your poor sick kid, you have to break it to them that this entire time, all the animals' tricks they like to see were learned through a mixture of pain and overeating.
Yeah.
From the walking horse to the lion jumping through the fire.
Yeah.
Or your kid is fucked up.
Hey,
It's sick.
Don't say it that.
Sure, it's sick, but also likes to see animals in pain.
But not knowing that, you have to break it, we explain it to them. Because I grew up thinking the circus was something else. That's the Ringling Brother, all that. little circus. And then, as I get older, and I love animals. I watch Animal Planet all the time. And they hurting those elephants. They's hurting that. Well, I don't.
That's why I like the people of the circus.
Well, yeah, clowns. Well,
And the ringleader.
well, yeah. Well,
I like him.
What do you like him? All he does is say, "Here's the clowns." That's all. Here's this. Here's that. That's all he does. He don't. I guess the mustache
sure.
and the hat. Maybe.
Ringleader. Oh, it's easy to be a ringleader. I'd like to see you put on a fucking top hat.
All right, don't use it
And
like you
go
just.
out there.
I just did it. Hey, everybody, hear the clowns. What? How hard is that? You wouldn't catch me having a mustache like that or wearing a hat.
I guess you're right. You're a pretty good ringleader.
Well, what else do you need there? And now they come out the elephants. They ain't hurt. Don't you worry, children. Of course, they would be.
They would be.
Yeah. Which
So
I
first
would.
you
That's a
have to
job
lie
I wouldn't
to
have.
children.
Well, they ain't gonna do it. That's what I'm saying. He couldn't pay me
Okay,
to do that.
how fast can you sprint when one of them animals breaks free?
I don't want to be around. No.
All right, circuses are terrible, folks.
So if your child's, if the sick children out there want to go circus, explain to them there's better things to do.
And if they're insistent, then just be like, well, I guess maybe it's a blessing.
Where would you take them nowadays anyway? They don't have no more. Is the point I was saying.
I guess underground circus.
Underground circus.
What's that movie coming out where Wolverine sings songs about creating the circus?
You showed me that on the thing. Take them to go see that. Yeah.
Yeah, just take them to that movie.
If it depending on the age, that'd be fine. I think.
An elephant is tougher than it looks. That's what he sings. Wait till Oscars. They're going to do that. The Oscars going to be like all about Me Too and helping elephants.
Well, you showed me the thing where the man singing. You call wolvers. All them animals is computer animals. They ain't even real. So they can do whatever. They can dance on the head, flip around, all that. Yeah.
Can't wait. Let's get rid of actors while we're at it.
Well, most stuff cartoons nowadays. That's what I call computer cartoons. I can't tell the damn difference. But children, you can either go see him sing and the animals flip on the heads, or go see the Star Wars. Everybody wants to see that. That's coming out. That's not a sponsor.
We gonna go see Star Wars?
I said I'd go see it. He's a nice man to help us out. I'm gonna help him out. So that's best. That's the least I can do.
Luke Skywalker, who you talking about?
I mean, that's who he is in the movie. His name Hamill. Mr. Hamill is what I call him. Nice man. All y'all go see that. If you don't, it's next week after you hear this. That week coming up this weekend, I guess. All of you go out there. He was a fine man to us. Helped us out. He needs as much help as he can get. I want everybody out there to go see that new Star Wars movie.
It's really important, Jackie, for us to spread the word because it's very little publicity.
Well, I just want everybody to know, like I said, he helped us out. I want to help him out. I want you all to go Star Wars. Now, don't come to ask me what the hell it was about, because I ain't going to be able to tell you. And nothing against it, to each his own. I'm glad he makes a good living at it, but it's a bunch of noise and colors to me. I don't understand
Mark
it.
Hamill, during our Kickstarter, helped us out. Nice man.
Nice man, yeah.
Now he's starring in them Hollywood movies.
Well, yeah, Star Wars, that's what
he's out there promoting it, Jackie. He's promoting it hot and heavy. Can you imagine being at Disneyland on a Star Wars ride and here come Luke Skywalker say, hey, everybody?
Well, I met him before. He was kind enough to say hi. I tried to say, hey, how you doing? That's what I'd say, so. I mean, if I hadn't met him before, maybe. Well, somebody'd have to tell me who he is, and no offense to him. I met him face to face. If he dressed up like Star Wars, I don't know.
If you were on that ride and everybody else was freaking out and you're like, hey, people would be like, who is this asshole?
What?
Name dropper.
What am I supposed to do? Act like I ain't ever seen it before? Why would I do that if I met the man?
Why would you make everybody
man.
else at Disneyland feel like shit?
I don't. Ain't my job to go to Disneyland and make people feel good. That's what the damn Disneyland's supposed to do. I ain't supposed to do that. If you go into Disneyland and let some old man, decide how you're feeling, or good or bad, then you don't need to go to damn Disneyland.
Folks, while we're doing some housekeeping, just quickly now, our podcast is also available on Spotify.
What is it?
Spotify.
What? Spotify. So
if you have Spotify, on your phone.
Is it on your phone?
Our podcast is
Now,
also on
you said
there.
Spotify was in the car.
If you connect
You told me, you said, we on Spotify now. And I said, well, good, whatever that is. And I said, hey, you said it's in the car. Well, now it's on the phone.
it's on the phone. You use your phone, get it in the car,
Well,
or on your computer.
I shouldn't have to have a phone in my pocket to listen to radio is the way I look at it. But, all right. How the world is now, I guess.
So Christmas sponsors, we got so many of these Christmas sponsors, folks. We're just going to burn right through them.
Well, we were supposed to, and here, look, let me get on to this. I got to get in, what you call it, the head space or something, get your head on right, because now I'm irritated, and I don't want to sound irritated when I'm trying to do
Imagine
sponsor.
the snow.
I don't want, you're going to make it worse. Just give me a
Imagine
minute.
the
I
snow.
said, shut you. It's Christmas time. We appreciate all these sponsors giving us some money to help us keep running. So you take your money and go give them some money and go see Star Wars too. Let me tell you that. Make sure you go help Mr. Hamill out. But also, this is something you want to do here. Now, this is over at the Bell Clap Chapel. And this is something, these good people at Bell Clap Chapel, it's like, some people put on like a little Christmas pageant, which is fine. And that's sweet as can be. You go see the youngins dressed up. Camel or whatever it is, and they do the nativity store, all of that stuff, which is fine. Christmas pageant, nothing wrong with that. Angels, all that, telling that story is good. But I tell you what, these folks at Bell Clap Chapel, most children seen that or done that numerous times, depending on their age. Yeah. Well, no, I didn't say that.
Over that shit.
Change it up a little bit is all I said. You go back, see it next year. This Christmas, Bell Clap Chapel's doing something. And let me explain this. It's something else. It's called the Christmas Ditch. And
Christmas what?
Ditch. Christmas ditch. Dig a ditch. Christmas ditch. Come feel the joy of the Christmas ditch. Come feel the power of giving. Let me explain what it is here. Now, I hadn't seen this, but I've heard lots about it, and they explained it to me, and I think it's just, if you want your child to learn to respect and care for human life and be a decent member of society, this is something you want them to go through. You won't take them down to the Christmas ditch. It's Bell Clap Chapel, great idea. I hope I do it every year. Now, what to do is like, when you go see a play or something, it's like a role play or something like that. And they take somebody from the church.
Immersive theater.
Whatever you want to call it, that's what the word they used it. Well, somebody from the church, you do this all week long. As it gets closer and closer to Christmas, they do it, sometimes 2 or 3 times a night. But they dress up like, what do you say? They dress up like somebody down the luck, someone drunk.
Like a homeless person?
Well, not supposed to say that anymore is what they said. Don't call it that, but yeah.
You don't say homeless person, but you say like drunk, down on their luck drunk?
Well,
in the ditch?
I didn't say those two together. Could be either one of those or both. It could be either way. But that's right. The ditch is what it is. They dress up like somebody of that persuasion, whatever you want to say, and they lay down in the Christmas ditch.
Somebody from the church dresses up like a homeless person and lays down in the ditch.
Yeah.
For Christmas.
Well, that's not all. Let me finish what they do.
Because I've done that, and I don't even go to that church.
That's the start. That's part of it. It's a role, like I said, a role play. It dressed like it. They get the, children of the congregation. Well, let's go out, and they find somebody like it, and they say, well, let's take him back to the church. They get his name, and they get, Merry Christmas to you. They give
rough him up?
No, they give him soup, take him in the warm inside, and they all share, story of Christmas, story of Christ with him, and try to better him, help that man on with his life. And I think there's no better way to teach a child something like that, to know that you're supposed to help you, get out there and help your fellow man, no matter what kind of situation they in. Everybody goes through something sometime or another. Sometimes it's worse than others. Sometimes, it ain't. It's just what it is. That's what the world life is. But you go out there, you teach these children, take someone like that. bring them, get them in the car, take them somewhere where it's warm, give them some food, give them some coffee, something hot, hot chocolate, whatever it is. That's the true meaning of Christmas. It's the giving, it's the joy. Come express joy, whatever. Bell Clap Chapel Extra
Hold on a
Christmas
second.
ditch. What? Don't start. Don't
Christmas ditch. Somebody from this stupid church
Why do
dresses
you
up
say that? Why
like
would you
a
say
homeless
that?
person and lays down in a ditch, and then somebody from the church dresses up like somebody from the church.
No,
and
they are
finds-
from the church. It's the children that they take them in a van. They go out there, there's a bunch of children in
Why don't
all
they
of them together.
actually go help an actual homeless person?
Yeah, that's liability there. That's the,
Oh,
you don't
have to
know.
sign a release.
Well, that's just, first off, you don't know for sure whether the homeless person is going to get in the van. Some homeless people don't want no help. They don't. They get the hell away from me or whatever. Or worse than that, you get somebody, crazy in the van. Next thing you know, we're grabbing at the steering wheel, or, pulling somebody's hair out or something. You don't know what they're going to do. So
Why do
this
they
is-
have to get them in the van? Why don't you just put a sack full of food and a scarf?
Well, it's cold out is the point. You get them in a, sheltered church. You don't take them home. You take the person back to the damn church. It's
Is
not
this
like,
practicing to go help actual homeless people later?
well, it's getting that frame of mind that you should, whether you do or not. Again, I don't
Why
want
don't you
children.
just
I
do
don't
it?
think children should go near some people like it. My personal opinion. So it's unwise. You don't know. Now, I'm not saying I ain't making what you call what's a blanket quilt statement. I'm not saying all people that down on the luck drunk people in some are in worse shape than others. I'm sure most of them love children. You can be drunk as hell and love a child and not hurt it. But some people, you don't know. That's all I'm saying.
So, why don't they just? Is this the same ditch where the police arrested those homeless families? Were they clearing out Bell Clap ditch?
Oh, down by the square you talking about? Yeah, because that's where. Yeah, they're somewhere else. And now you go down there and no, it's if somebody comes by and says to the play actor, "Here, let me help you," or whatever, it's like, well, wait for the kids. I appreciate it, but let me stay here. Of course, some people mean the homeless people too, so they may
How
get.
long do the people have to lay in that ditch for the?
They do it in shifts. Don't somebody lay there all like, they time it out. They just go get at the church. The children come to church, time for Bible class, study, evening pageant sort of stuff. Christmas time is what they do, and this is in the evening. You won't find them at night out in the ditch. But they all get, let's go. Let's show what's the true meaning of Christmas, church stuff. They get in there, and then they drive over where you talk about off the square, and there's, somebody dressed up laying in the ditch for them, waiting for them.
Do they ever fight them? Like I say, I don't want to go.
Why would you fight? No. Look, they go out there. They work in shifts. There's one busload gets that homeless person. He gets in, not the pretend homeless person. Get him in the, van. Go back to the church. Somebody else comes down. There's another. You do it in a circle. There's somebody else. Another van's on the way to get the next one that lays down. So it's a good way to explain to children. We all need to be out there helping each other, no matter whether you the richest man in the world or, drunk in a ditch, either or. We all want to be out there and help a fellow man get out there, and I think that's good learning. Sometimes it's a hands-on learning is better than, just telling somebody that willy-nilly. So that's a Bell Clap Chapel. Take your child down there. You look in the papers. They're doing it. They could do it like 3 or 4 times a night up until Christmas. So I don't know what nights. I'll find out for you, and I'll say it next time. But I think there's something in the paper on it, too. So just look,
So,
Bell Clap Chapel.
If you see
Christmas
somebody
ditch.
in the ditch, either it's happening that night or cops are on their way.
Huh?
I got a sponsor, Jackie.
Yeah.
I think you're really gonna Christmas card tables.
What is it?
Christmas card tables.
Card tables.
Yeah.
Like Christmas card? What is it?
Yeah. You know Jilly Allsap.
Yeah.
She goes to all the different thrift stores and flea markets.
Yeah.
And buys up all the card tables she can find.
Right.
And saves them up till Christmas time of year because everybody needs a Christmas card table.
Oh, she decorates them or something. I see.
She puts some noble fir on there, or she puts some damn saplings or some fucking holly berries. You gotta watch your fingers. You don't prick your fingers on them holly leaves. But you can use them for so many different things at Christmas time. Everybody needs a card table. That's where the kids can sit.
Well, yeah.
You can use that card table for all the 2 liters.
Right.
Dessert. If somebody
sure,
in your family in bed, just like sick, just drag that card table over there to where they're laying.
Yeah. Well, I always use for card table around holidays, but all your relatives over there.
You got a little tree, you don't know where it goes?
If she got any Christmas chairs, go with them.
Did I say the name was Christmas card tables and chairs?
You did not. I just asked it because if you get all those extra tables, you're going to need somebody to go. You said, children sit there, sick person sit there, whatever. You got to they got to be able to sit down. The sick person stays in bed. I understand that. I'm talking about children or where
She doesn't care if you sit at the table or if you put up the little tree. You know, that weird little tree some people have?
Yeah.
Always have.
Lazy people don't go get a damn Christmas tree, but yeah.
Maybe that's where you want to put your little nativity scene.
Well, if you want to sit down and look at it, there ain't a chair to do it.
What we're saying is, folks, you need a lot of additional seasonal surfaces, and that's Christmas card table. Jilly Allsap, she's probably got, and honestly, she's kind of got all the card tables in town at this point. Whether you want a Christmas one or not, you're going to have to go to Jilly Allsap.
Well,
if you want to play cards?
Well, yeah. If that's what a lot of people do that too. But again, you're going to have to sit around the table. You're going to need chairs. I ain't telling nobody how to run the business, but if you got a card table, need Christmas chair or something, I'm just saying they should go, somebody else, she should get in business with somebody.
Did you sell your kitchen table for the iPhone 10 for your kid?
What?
You're going to need a card table. What are you going to eat on, you dummy?
Well.
So that's Christmas card tables.
Well, I got something. This is a product or whatever, something from the future here for Christmas. It's something I don't know how it works. You explain it to me. He come down here and put it on the TV here in the store, and it's something else. He calls it the Christmas cable, and you attach it between whatever your real cable comes out, and then the TV, it's like a middleman or something like that. And you put it, and he did it. And I said, hey, he told me what it did, and I said, well, yeah, you fool of your shit, But he said, let me show you this. And sure enough, he did it. And no matter what you put it on, once you hook up a Christmas cable to it, it looks like it's snowing. No matter what show it is. It's like this stuff coming across the top. It looks just like snow coming across a picture. It looks like it's snowing. Well, Antique Roadshow, just snowing inside. I tell you what. MASH, snowing. Some of the MASH shows in Christmas, they did have snow.
Snowing.
But it wasn't not the one I saw. This was a Frank Burns one, and it wasn't a Christmas one. I remember that. But snow was coming down.
And who brought you this? Eric Plaid?
Eric Plaid, yeah, he makes. Yeah, I don't know. He's the whiz, I guess. He's smart. He knows how to do it.
I seen it. To me, it just looked like your cable's going out. Like he put something in between the cable and the TV just to make it look like your cable was.
Well, I mean, you could see it that way. Yes, I suppose. Like if he hadn't come and explained to me that was snow or supposed to be snow.
Yeah, it's more
I would have thought, well, something ain't right, because I didn't put it on there to do it. So I don't know why that stuff's all over the screen. But when he was saying, that snow, and I said, well, it does kind of look like, blowing to the side.
Thing. Sure, if you say.
Well, it looks like it was windy blowing one direction, or blowing from right to left on the TV screen. But it is, no matter what show you put it on.
There's a difference between turning it on your TV and going, that's snow, and going, what is that? And Eric Plaid saying, that's supposed to be snow.
Well, no, it's snow. That's what Christmas cable does. And like, again, he knows how to do that stuff and hook things up. And like I said, when he told me, I said, well, hell, you can't do that. Ain't nothing going to do that. Sure enough, snow on every channel. So as Christmas cable just to make one more thing a little more Christmas in the house and everything on TV. Everything.
I got a sponsor, Jackie, I think you're really going to like.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a Christmas Bible?
Christmas Bible. Bible's got Christmas in it. That always tells a story of manger and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's in there.
Yeah, but what if you want a little more?
I mean, a little more.
What if you want a little more Christmas out of your
I
Bible?
want the Bible just like it is. Now, I will say the Christmas part of the Bible is one of my favorite parts of the Bible. I like to read that story.
Yeah.
Everybody likes manger.
Well, let me tell you
Everybody likes the animals sitting outside of three wise men, all that stuff.
If people had been like you before Jesus was born, and they were like, I like the Bible the way it is, where we're living right now, let's stop, then we would not have gotten the gift of salvation, and people would still be running around Old Testament style, like idiots. And the grace of Jesus would be denied us because people stick in the mud like you.
No, I didn't say that. I said I like the Bible the way it is, with Jesus getting born on Christmas. That's the way it already is. If you'd have asked me that beforehand, I might have said something different. I don't know. I can't put myself back in time. Any of that stuff. I don't even know how. I can barely understand how Bible people talk. I usually need a preacher, somebody there to explain it to me, but, I get the point. I know what it is, but still, I like it the way it is now because Christmas is already in it. That's the point I was trying to make.
If we stopped updating the Bible, we wouldn't have the wonderful teachings of the Mormon Church.
Now, see, nicest people.
You gonna run down the Mormons
on
Christmas Day?
Well, it ain't what I believe, okay? I don't believe he was over 10th. Here doing, I think Jesus did everything he needed to do, and then they crucified him. And, I wish I hadn't have done that, but that's part of the deal, if you read the whole thing. No, he wasn't roaming around over here talking to cowboys and stuff. That's just now they're welcome to believe it.
It's a little Jesus quantum leap, but
what the Mormons nicest people can be. Let me make that clear. There's Mormons come in here. Used to be in my old store. Mormons come in, Mormons family, real nice, clean, good people. I like them just fine. Don't agree with their beliefs, but I'm afraid to do that.
Can I just say, Jesus Quantum Leap is a great show.
What is it?
If anybody from Hollywood is listening, we got a show where Jesus just quantum leaps all over history. Not all over history because that'd be expensive. We'll just do quantum leap style like the last 30 years.
Well, that's Michelangelo. Didn't he do that? That's what Michelangelo was an angel. He wasn't Jesus, but he worked for him. And he went all through time helping people doing things.
Angel ain't Jesus.
I said it ain't. He worked for him.
Somebody needs to go back to Sunday school.
But at the same thing, you just get, Jesus would make it better, yes. And Michelangelo could have probably played Jesus just fine. He put a beard on him, would have looked just like him. But I'm saying that was the same story idea, wasn't it? Michelangelo go through time and help somebody,
Did he go through time? I think he was just wandering the road, riding the rails.
Well, it seemed like I don't know if he went
Him
through
and
time
Victor
or not.
French, two big buddies. This is the sort of, listen, if there's any millennials listening to this, and if you made it to our Highway to Heaven references, I feel like I should send you a check.
Huh? Well.
Folks, Jackie, have you been keeping up with Thrifty Cross?
What is it?
They have a lot of great product in Dollar General stores across this nation.
Oh, yeah.
It is, if you want Bible stuff, but say you can't afford to go to the Glory Shelf.
Right.
Or some of them expensive Christian bookstores.
I've seen some of them maybe a little pricey, yeah.
But when you go to Dollar General and you're like, what's this book? It's 99 cents. More than likely, it was made by Thrifty Cross.
Thrifty Cross, huh?
And Thrifty Cross has a great new product out this holiday season called the Christmas Bible.
Well, I ain't opposed to it. Like I said, I like the Bible the way it is. What's more special? Is it different than the regular Bible?
Oh, when they get to the Christmas story, they really spend a lot of time on it. There's extra pictures.
Okay.
And they use red and green.
That sounds
type.
good. That sounds good. I like it. Yeah, well, red type sometimes Jesus talking. That might get confusing for the rest of it, but so be it.
The animals are in green if they mention anything about an animal.
Oh, I like it. I like that part. Yeah.
So if you're just looking for Jesus' talking or animal mentions, it's easy to find those things. And so, Christmas Bible.
Well, Jesus didn't talk first off in the Christmas story. He was a baby. He didn't do a lot of talking.
Well, if they just mention him.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, I ain't opposed none of that. That all
Christmas
sounds good.
Bible.
It's Christmas Bible. That sounds good
And
to me.
also, they changed Noah to Santa Claus.
Wait, what?
What do you-
Change Noah. It's Noah. Those are the old Christmas Bible stories. You got to keep them the same. You don't go change anything. If you want to spice it up a little bit with colors,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
fine.
and
pictures.
making Noah Santa Claus.
No, why would you make
Spice it up a
It's
little.
Noah. Why do you change the story?
Because he's got a beard. Who would you want to be Santa Claus in the Bible? Noah. I mean, he talks to animals like Santa Claus does.
Well, most alike, I guess, but I don't know if that's right. I think that's a little strange to me.
Christmas Bible. You got to put Christmas in it somewhere else. It can't
If
just
you
be.
explain to children that Santa Claus is only help an animal from the flood on Christmas time. Not, that's the only time. I don't understand. I feel strange about that. I ain't saying it's a bad deal.
It's
but
a little weird when they have the pictures in it because it's illustrated for children, and they got Noah on the ark and all the animals and the reindeer and a couple of elves.
Yeah.
And he's wearing his Santa suit. Noah is.
Well, everything
Santa
else
Claus.
about well, I would hope if you dress Santa Claus up like Noah, you ain't gonna be able to tell the difference. I agree with you there.
Instead of the bird he sends out to go, he sends a reindeer. He sends Rudolph. Says, "Hey, Rudolph, go see. Is it still real wet out there? Is it dry enough?"
I just don't seem like that's right to me. I don't know. Christmas Bible, if it's a seasonal thing, as long as you ain't reading it all year round, maybe not be no harm to it, but just know
Well, you
it.
don't read it. You pull it
Real
out at
Bible's
Christmas.
better. No matter what kind of Bible you do, real Bible's better. Now, you can change the words around, make it understandable. I like Bibles that do that. I can understand the Bible talk. It makes it a little easier for someone like myself to understand it.
At Thrifty Cross is saying this is better than regular
All
Bible.
right.
They're
Make
just
sure.
saying, look, they wanted to do something for Christmas. They ain't got a lot of money to throw around at Thrifty Cross. They can't hire fancy writers to come up with whole new stories.
I don't want no. That's the point I'm trying to make. You don't need to hire no writer. The Bible's written the way it's supposed to. Jesus and God wrote the Bible the way it is. It needs to stay that way. Now, if you want to change it to Santa Claus on Christmas, or, that week of Christmas or something, maybe there ain't no harm to that. I ain't sure about it. I got to stew on that a little bit. But otherwise, the Bible needs to stay the same all the time. You don't need to change the Bible.
Well, yeah, for 99 cents, you want a little more Christmas, and you want to imagine a man elf and a woman elf in a cage next to some zebras, then you want to get Thrifty Cross's The Christmas Bible.
All right.
I mean, it might be blasphemous, but
Well, see, I don't want that.
not like 100%.
Well, I have to
It's
stew on
mildly
that. I don't know how I feel
Santa
about
Claus is probably a little, let's be honest, Santa Claus is probably a little blasphemous himself, just that he exists.
that. Well, children think it's fun, cute on
Sure.
Christmas time.
Sure, teach him to curse the name of Jesus.
They ain't Santa Claus don't ever curse a thing. If it weren't for Jesus, Santa Claus wouldn't have a job. That's what he does it for. I know it's just
How
fun
many
for
people
children.
do you think work for Jesus? You make it sound like everybody in heaven just punches a clock, comes in with their lunchbox.
Well, some people, angels work for him, but Santa Claus work for him. If Santa Claus ain't real, there's real angels, and that's what they
Hey.
get. You work for God. You work for in heaven. You do things. Santa Claus is a made-up story for children. That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think he's
I don't-
made up.
Well, I don't like it adding it to the Bible.
Sounds to me like somebody.
Do they call him Santa Claus, or is it just a picture of Santa Claus and they call him Noah? Because maybe I could deal with that. Because
No,
it don't
they-
matter what he wears.
It doesn't cost nothing to change the words Noah to Santa Claus.
Well, I'm just asking. I don't
So
know.
it straight up says Santa Claus
Well,
in the ark.
I don't know if that's changing the words of the Bible, and I don't think that's right. I'm going to say it right now. To each his own. If that's what you want to do on Christmas, that's fine. Well, I tell you what, I got another sponsor here.
Another sponsor.
Well, I got to fly through it.
You think we're
taking
going to
too
top the
long?
ones we already did?
Well, no, I got another one. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Listen, you know Sir Harper, now, don't you?
Who?
Sue Harper.
Sue Harper?
No, Harper is the name. Sue Harper.
Is it really Harper? Because I always call her Harper.
Harper. Harper.
Oh, man. Every time I see her, I'm like, hey, Miss Harper.
Well, she ain't got time to stop and correct everybody that says her name.
Well, it must
weird
be
or whatever.
everybody in the world because I never heard anybody call her Harper. Are you sure that's right?
Sue Harper. I know it. I got it written down here. on a card. I see it right in front of me. Sue
Well,
Harper.
yeah,
She
but
wrote
maybe
it.
you wrote it down wrong.
Well, no, I didn't write it down. She spelled it to me, and I wrote it as far as I can tell.
Sue
Sue
Harper.
Harper.
I will be damned.
Anyway, Sue
Fuck
Harper
me.
does this. Now, she does this year-round, changes the theme of the show or whatever you want to call it. And we were talking earlier about circus being bad, hurting animals, and let me make that perfectly clear. This here is nothing like that, because these things that these critters do, these are nice. These are animals that want to be around people, not ones that have to live in cage and scared of them, don't want nothing to do with them. These animals love people, and everybody knows them like a house cat. You had a house cat for years, or your grandma did, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Had that for years. It'd been dead now.
You couldn't get rid of it.
Well, he was there. She used to throw her food out back, whatever, leftovers and all that. And I used to have, I didn't have one, I had a bunch of cats at the old store, bunch of stray cats out there. And
Oh,
said,
they
Jack,
were
you
monstrous.
you need to call and get them in a shelter. And this, I said, no, I'll feed them. They'll be just fine out there. I don't want, I don't like.
There were hundreds of them.
Well, anyway.
Curly, I wonder if Curly come from that stock.
It probably did, for all I know.
Curly was Granny's cat.
Your grandma might have got one from back there. A lot of people did if they said, I need a cat. And I said, well, if you can get one of the young ones, you may have a chance with it. But
Curly liked everybody except me.
Well, I know you come in and scratches all over you, on your face, on your nose, and tore a chunk of your eye. I remember one time you had a big old patch of eye cotton thing when you was about 11 years old. You had to wear that around, I don't know how long, whatever that cat did to your eye. I wasn't there, but your grandma said it got him again,
I think she was locking the cat in cabinets and closets and then
What?
telling me to go in there.
What?
Do you remember before she started seeing that doctor in Nashville and before she got all evened out?
Well, whatever it did,
And I was over there all the time, and she started to see that this was going to be her life, taking care of me.
Well, she was high-strung at first having to deal with that. Anybody would be. But, I mean, yeah.
But there was a while when I think her, like, I don't know how a cat would get in them places, and it didn't like me anyway.
Cat get in anything, first off. Don't be blaming your grandma that the cat got into something, because the cat, that's what they do. They get into things. If you got a cat at home, you want to put a protection on it. You lock something up, or you put a rope on it, tie it. You don't want cats to get into something. You got to make sure that thing's back down the hatches, because the cat's going to get in there. It scratch, bite, chew, get into anything. That's what they do. I wouldn't have one, not inside my house. An outdoor cat is fine, but that's just me personally. A lot of people have indoor cats. Your granny, that's another reason right there. Your grandma had an indoor cat. Look what happened.
It wasn't happy wherever. If she let it outside, it wanted to come inside. It would just like, you ever seen a cat kick a screen door?
What?
Just kick it like a man?
Kick it like a man.
And then if you brung it inside, it'd kick it from the other side of the door.
That cat just had something wrong with you, because
shit.
I've been over there plenty
Maybe.
of times. Your grandma would be sitting on the couch watching that TV, and that cat just curled up in her lap, purring away. So
Also, until you hit puberty, your eyelids will grow back. That was something I learned the hard way.
Well, you wore that thing on the eye for I don't know how long.
I mean, it took a chunk out of it.
Now,
But
I don't want to talk about cats, all cats being bad. That one cat didn't like you, because there's plenty of cats sweet as could be, nice as could be. Sue Harper has about, now get this, 12, count them, 12 Christmas cats. Now, hear me.
Christmas cats.
Christmas cats. This is something else. Now, this is something I did see, because she wanted to do it, and I said, well, what is it? And she said, well, these little, they go over, it's for your children's party, Christmas party, or something like that, or you have family over, want to entertain them. You call up Sue Harper, she'll bring a Christmas cats over there to your house. She said she wanted to show me, and I thought Miss Broyles would enjoy it, and she did, and I tell you what I did too. There was something else. She brought all these Christmas cats, and they got little jingle bells on them or something like that. Just adorable as can be. They're all gray, though, a bunch of gray cats. There's 12 of them. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference if it wasn't mistletoe or reef or whatever. They all got something, little hat on or whatever. And she made these. It was a show. I'm going to say it right now. It was a hell of a show. Miss Broyles, as happy as she could be. Of course, I love animals of any kind, and I enjoyed it. As soon as it started, it just kept getting better and better. Let me tell you what she did here, and I don't want to give the whole thing away, because if you get Sue Harper and it's Christmas cats to come over, you're going to be surprised. I don't want to spoil it for you, but let me tell you, she starts out there all lining up. Of course, they're meowing and meowing, and they want some food, So that's how she starts it off. Set some bowls down, cat food. They all have just a little bit. Let me tell you, this is something else. After they eat and get situated, she takes this string, see? And she pulled this string across the carpet or, they in the kitchen or whatever, and all of them, well, not all of them, but about 3 or 4 of them, chase that string like crazy, like just a clawing at it, trying to get it. And it's the funniest thing. It's adorable, these little critters. And just trying to get this string like a piece of yarn or something like that, and she'll just dangle it over. And like I said, there's 2 or 3 may be busy or still eating. Some of them take longer to eat than others, or we'll go back and eat. But there's so many of them that kind of do it in shifts, And it's something else. Like I said, I don't want to spoil the whole thing. I will say this. It has this little thing that's got a feather on it. And you pull it, like if you pull it, it almost looks like it's flying. If you pull it fast, real hard, it's got enough length on the string it's on. It's on a string too, but this got a feather at the end of it. This ain't just a string, because, she had a string. She got one with a feather. She pulls it, and these cats, some of them, jump up, try to get it, scratch at this, at that. It's just adorable. It's festive. It's Christmas, so.
That's Christmas cats.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm telling you, yeah.
So you let a woman who don't even know her own name come into your home.
Sue Harper's a damn name.
With 12 cats.
There's 12 of them, yeah.
They look identical to each other.
They're all gray, yeah.
And then she feeds them.
Well, you had to get started, yeah.
And then they play with a string.
Well, they started with the string, then they played with the string with the feather on the end of it. There's 2 different things.
That's what any cat would do. Let me tell you, is there a special scene where they'll take a shit in a box?
Hey, if a cat has to go, that's part of it, yeah. But
would they have a Christmas shit box for the cat?
It's got something on it. It's got ornaments on the outside of it, yeah. But you can't.
How does the cat? First of all, cat gonna get distracted on its way to the bathroom. Cat never gonna make it to the box because it's gonna stop playing with the ornament every time it gets closer to the box.
Well, it's a little bit of that, but if it's got to go bad enough, it.
I guess so eventually it'd be like, fuck it, I gotta go.
Watch your mouth.
I'll be right back.
Just watch
That's
your
just
mouth.
what cats do. This woman just brings her cats over. Does she have a place to live?
As far as I know, she got a place to live. I don't know what you mean.
Maybe she's on hard times and she's just looking for temporary shelter.
Well, if you're on hard times, then you help her out. You need to get her over there.
How much does it cost to bring Christmas cats to your house?
Well, I ain't supposed to get into,
Why would you? You can't give the price out?
Well, there's different tiers or whatever. There starts it.
Because it's too complicated. It's a complicated price.
I got just the basic, and she was showing it to me, so I did not pay for it. Let me first off. But she said there's different tiers of it. There's like it starts at $28.99, can go all the way up to $99. Not thousands of damn dollars. It's cats.
How much? What do you get for $99?
I didn't see
she feed
everything.
Them twice?
I don't know. Maybe it is longer. If it's like you're renting them or something, I guess. I don't know.
Does she stay?
She's there.
A longer period of time.
She's there pulling the string. Yeah, she's doing something.
So it's basically just same setup for $24.99, except just takes longer.
Well, you ask Sue Harper. I think that's what she implied.
Is it an overnight?
If it's longer, I'm guessing there's maybe different things that they do. I don't know. But, as far as going to the box, that's not part of the show. But, I don't want cats running around in my apartment if they ain't got a place to go. Or my house, my den, their living room, anywhere. I want to make sure they got someplace to go to the bathroom. So,
that's true.
That's what that is. It's not like everybody watch that cat go do his business, but,
Your eye is drawn to it naturally.
There's 12 of them, and one of them can go over there, and, sometimes
if
2.
If there's 12 cats, one of them is shitting at some point. Never not one in the box.
They work in shifts. That's what I said.
You didn't say they shit in shifts,
Well, see, now you're saying that.
Merry Christmas.
The way you talk about it, you make people think this woman's going to come over and bring a bunch of cats over the house to go do the business in front of you. It ain't
how it sounds.
There's some of that
That's
going
what
on.
You just described.
She feeds them at the start. If they got to go, she needs to have a box there. But that's not the show. That's not all they do. Like I said, chase a string with feather on it. And there's some little, and I didn't want to ruin that, but now you got that in your head. I think I should say there's little balls with like a jingle bell in it. If you roll across some of them, get on that, the claws, or things like that,
Christmas cats.
Sue Harper, give her a call, Sue Harper. Is she gonna be, give her let her know your address. Like I said, she'll do it in an apartment, she'll do it in the house, she'll do it, I didn't ask if she'd do it outside, because it's hard to keep cats all together, but I don't know.
How did she bring all the cats indoors, just out of curiosity? Did she have 12 cat carriers?
Well, it takes a while to get set up. Yeah, she go out and get one or two. Sometimes there'll be two to a thing. Well, she got one, what do you call it, cage carrier, whatever it is. She got one of those, and she can get up to two in them.
And were the cats comfortable in your home? Did
They cats, if they weren't doing it, they'd be hollering and screaming. They got a bathroom, they got food, they got stuff, I know, she trained them to play, with these, for the show, the bit, or whatever you want to call it. They seem fine to me.
Yeah, maybe it's a bit instead of a show.
Well, it depends on the price, like I said.
We have a lot of sophisticated political satire to get to, but I do want to just mention my final Christmas sponsor.
All right.
Is Christmas Birdseed.
What?
Christmas Birdseed. It's funny, you have an animal one, and I have an animal one. Christmas Birdseed, folks.
Ain't that funny? That's, animal part of life. Most people's lives got animals. That's just,
If you have birds that come to your yard and they are stressing you out with their anxiety, or they just seem neurotic, or they pace around and they can't figure out if they want to eat a worm or a bug or whatever. Your birds are fucked up in the head, man.
Nobody can't do something without the line.
They put some Ritalin in this millet, boys. Whatever they are doing, however they are medicating this bird seed, it is really doing wonders. Because a modern day bird, their life is stressful.
Bird always seems stressful to me, squawking and it
It's
just
like-
seems like a bird to me. All of them, but that I wouldn't have one in my house. I know people like to have them, but
You don't even like Big Bird.
well, why would I like that? Shit, most irritating thing I've ever seen. Well, big, but that's on TV, right? That's Muppets, right?
Sesame Street.
Whatever it is, I don't like it.
He always said he's full of anxiety.
He just
he makes you
whines.
nervous.
He made me nervous because he's nervous. I don't know why kids would want to watch something that makes them so damn nervous. But he'd be worried about this or worried about that.
8-foot tall bird, you think he do whatever he wants.
Well, I would. I wouldn't be, go do something besides being worried about what somebody thinks or what I got on, or I ain't going to get to some place on time, or I messed this up, I messed that. That's all it was.
I'd be pushing people out of the way. Welcome to New York, fuckers.
Watch
Anyway,
your mouth.
birds are stressed out. They all got something wrong with them. Mental illness runs rampant.
Yeah.
It's chemicals, crop dusting, chemtrails.
Yeah.
We're all under attack, birds especially.
Well, yeah.
Bees are gone. They're gone.
That's what people say. I heard that somewhere. I ain't seen them in a while.
Birds fly around. They don't know. California's on fire. It's freezing, snowing on the East Coast. Damn tornadoes, the ocean levels. Nature's gone crazy.
Well, yeah.
Oil spills.
Awful, I know. Always terrible, yeah.
Mass murder.
Yeah.
Explosions in New York City.
Yeah.
North Korea on the verge of becoming a nuclear power.
Well, the world's messed up right
What
now.
the fuck? You
Watch your
expect a
mouth.
bird to be okay?
Don't talk
Their
it.
brain is tiny ass shit. Now, birds need some help.
Well.
You don't need to judge birds. Get them some Christmas bird seed, medicated, Ritalin in the millet, whatever they got. They got different. What you got? It's not
Is this
easy.
for all the birds or just a
Yeah,
bird
all
inside
of
the
them.
house? Like you go put it outside in your feeder?
Yeah, it's for nature birds.
Oh, I thought you meant people got paired or something.
Oh, those birds are fucked.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Those birds are.
Well, maybe they're the ones that need it more than any other birds.
Now those birds need to be in therapy. This is step one for wild nature's birds. We're trying to fix them. The folks at Christmas Bird Seed are just trying to get a handle on it. And it's not easy. I mean, you're gonna have to try different combinations of Christmas Bird Seed to find the one that works for you.
What?
Or for the birds. But your indoor birds are just Jesus Christ, man.
Well, like I said, I wouldn't have one squawking and get in its feathers
No,
and
they
stuff,
need to be-
molting
you need
all that stuff. I don't want. That's not an indoor animal.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
It's just feathers and shit. It ain't like a cat is bad. Well, you see a bird
Yeah.
inside. Yeah, and you need to be, like mental health-wise, you need to be injecting them with something. They're gone, too.
I guess.
So that's Christmas birds. Hey, that's all our Christmas sponsors, Jackie. Or
Yeah,
did
yeah,
you
we
want to
got
throw
through 'em.
another one or two in there?
Well, that's all the ones I got, and had but 3. Hey, everybody, Jack Bowl still on here. Still Christmas time, believe it or not.
I mean, we still got a few. We still got a few weeks.
Christmas time, I said. Christmas time is Christmas time.
How do you define Christmas time?
As December, well, hell, they start playing Christmas music for Thanksgiving nowadays. But now, when it's December, as soon as Thanksgiving is over, I think that's Christmas time, me, because I want Christmas time to be all year round. Of course, we know it can't be, so I'll take as much of it as I can get. But I don't like it before my Thanksgiving. I want to have my Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, it ain't like, now let's do Christmas, but I don't get irritated or mad if somebody's got a reef outside or hearing, Johnny Mathis sing, all Christmas songs, all that. So all December, I think, is Christmas time, personally.
Do you go to Starbucks and get mad at the cup yet?
Huh? I don't go Starbucks, period. Why would I go
I'm
there?
like
I'm going to get mad
anybody.
at
Like, I'm country. I'm Christian. I'm Southern, and I believe in Jesus. And I get mad at Starbucks. I'm like, you so country. What you doing going to Starbucks for?
I got no business going in there. I'm sure there's plenty of reasons for me to be mad at Starbucks. I ain't gonna go. Why I go out of my way to be mad? I ain't gonna go down there and go in there. See what they do to me.
Well, folks, if you listen to this, it is almost not only Christmas time, it's Alabama election time.
I am.
So we're recording this on Monday the 11th. It's going to go up on Tuesday probably. You're probably encountering it on Tuesday the 12th. If you live in Alabama, you are probably voting for a child molester or the other one.
Who's the other one again?
What is Roy Moore and
I know that one.
Douglas.
Douglas.
Dougie, is it Dougie Douglas?
I don't know. I didn't think. I was trying to figure it out. I don't think it's it. Could be. I just can't remember. He did some good stuff, I think, years and years ago. Did some, but I can't remember his name. Democrat. That's him or Roy Moore.
So I don't know if you've made up your mind yet. Why is Roy Moore popular? Like, how do people like Roy Moore? Roy Moore is like he watches Carrie roots for Piper Laurie. Like, he's the bad guy in every movie that's made. He's the oppressive, repressive parent in every movie, probably diddling the kids. He's the damn town that won't let you dance in Footloose.
Yeah.
And that's become the rebel. That's the side that people who look up to Trump think they're on the side of the rebels because they made a statue that says "Don't dance." I'm Roy Moore.
This guy really, he's hardcore. You won't believe what how this man, what he does here. He goes out with 14-year-olds. That's what he does. You won't see how much of an outsider, which that should be. As far as I'm concerned, I want that to remain outside of the norm, social mores of this country. I would prefer that not be, can we all start there? Can we all, I know Democrats and Republicans ain't ever coming together, especially not nowadays, but we should all find one place of agreement, and I thought that would be a grown man in his 30s, grabbing on or trying to see or dating a 14-year-old girl. We all could be in agreement on that one, but I guess not.
I heard some people say, well, it was back then in the South, it was okay. I don't think.
I don't ever remember a time. I'm born and
okay.
raised in the South, and I don't ever remember a time where that was okay.
Jerry Lee Lewis kind of got in trouble. It was a little weird when Elvis did it. By the time Stranger Things takes place, if it was okay, then the sheriff would be dating 11.
Well,
Not like hiding her platonically.
well,
Like, it wasn't okay in the late 70s and early 80s to date 14-year-olds. Maybe it was okay for dumb perverts who lived in a dumb world where I go to the mall and date 14. Like, I live in an ignorant, corncob wiping state.
Yeah.
I don't want to turn on my TV and watch Three's Company. No, I prefer to take a fucking catalog into the outhouse. It was never, and live in my cult world.
I don't remember, and I'm Republican too. I years a Reagan Republican before that.
I would say it was the Republicans who would say, "Don't date that little girl."
At one time, yes, that's what it was. I thought.
And the hippies would be like, "Oh man, we're all the same age on the inside.
Free love, all that mess. It's turned, everything's
That's
topsy-turvy.
my old lady. I found her at the mall."
No.
Now look, I'm confused. I'll be honest.
This is the worst thing on the list. Now, this was always surprising me, is that this is the one we talk about because, as we should, that's the worst thing that this man. But if you take a step up the ladder, it's all still real bad. It's all everything this man. I mean, as far as I know, when they want slavery, he said they need to get rid of all amendments after the 10th. 13th Amendment, whatever amendment, let women vote. You name it. Go on there. He said what the gay people need to be in jail.
In his defense, when he's talking about the amendments, he's not saying I want to bring back slavery.
Right.
He's not saying I want to take away women's rights to vote.
Right.
He's just saying I want to make sure that states can do those things.
Well, I don't know why. No.
He doesn't like Muslims. He doesn't
Nope.
want gay people to live.
Exist, yeah. Very much, yeah. And I thought in this day and age, as much as we've learned about people and how people live, and I thought by now we'd be past all that, but I guess not.
There is something about how much we all hate each other that gives openings for people like Roy Moore. Gross.
Well, that's what it is. All the things that we just mentioned, I think there's some of his supporters okay with it. Like, literally thinks he did all this and said all this. Well, he did say it, but as far as, he's still trying to deny but there's some of his supporters that are all okay with it. I think there's several of them that are they're a little weird about this. I don't know how this ain't right, but this and this is okay. And there's some of them that don't agree with any of that. But yet, all of that is still better than Dougie Douglas getting in.
Right, because he's a Democrat.
Yeah.
It's either that they hate abortion that much,
Yeah.
or they hate Hillary Clinton that much, or they hate Obama that much, or they just like seeing people like us get mad. Like, it's just kind of funny. They hate child molesters.
Yeah. Well, abortion, I ain't going to say that's a religious belief, and I have my own personal feelings on that, and that ain't one side, that's a complicated issue as far as I'm concerned. I know it ain't to some people, like killing babies, that's the end of it. But even so, if you don't want babies do you want a baby to be born in this world and for Roy Moore to go to the mall and try to get that baby in his car when she's 14 years old? If that's your options to
Let me tell you something. It's okay also if it come out that Roy Moore had pressured these girls into abortions or had paid for an abortion for one of these girls, but now was against it, that would be fine.
That's
Scott
here in Tennessee.
Jarlath.
There's Jarlath in Tennessee. People, I hate abortion. It's the worst thing they'd come out that he had, or made patients. He's a doctor, so he's
But as long as he's
getting his
making
patients
it,
pregnant. Yeah.
complicated for people now, it's okay. As long as you're on the same side now, it's fine. Nobody gives a shit about nothing. Hey, Roy Moore wasn't even in church this weekend, and I finally figured out why. Because they probably were having a bunch of nativity scenes, and they were afraid to have him around all the little girls in their robes.
Well,
You're a pretty little Mary.
one of them damn, Trump Super PAC sent a 12-year-old girl to go interview him. Somebody showed me that on the computer. I didn't watch it, so I don't want to see that.
Well, I wouldn't want to watch it even if she wasn't in danger. Let's be honest. I don't want to see a 12-year-old practice journalism.
Well,
I don't even like actual journalism.
That's probably Trump's favorite news source right there, whoever that girl is.
Until she pisses him off.
Well, yeah.
They'd be like, fire him. Her.
Yeah.
Take
Don Lemon first and then...
Don Lemon and that little girl.
Says he watches Don Lemon. There's something new come out the news. Likes to watch Don Lemon to get worked up. Push on Don Lemon to get mad.
I can see that.
Well, yeah.
Oh, no. Get mad.
Yeah. Not work. No.
I didn't know what you meant.
Get worked up like get all mad at Don Lemon. I like Don Lemon. Don Lemon's fine to me. I don't agree with everything he says. But just to watch him because you hate him, that don't make any sense to me. I don't watch anything that I don't like. When the president comes on, I turn it off because guess what? I don't like him. I'm not going to sit there and watch it so I can get mad.
Listen, if I didn't already hate Donald Trump, the president, and you told me that there's a man who watches Don Lemon every day to get mad. He hates Don Lemon enough that it makes him mad. And so then he watches Don Lemon to get mad. Like that, I'd be like, that's a pathetic, crazy person.
Well, yeah. That's the president, who that is.
President
yeah,
of the United States.
President of the United States, yeah.
Remember, we all didn't use
we need to address this, too. We talked about Roy Moore. The president of the United States is well aware that this man, we hadn't even talked about that. It's bad enough that there's people in Alabama that's going to vote for the man, but the president of the United States endorsed a man that we all know.
He's telling you to vote for him.
Yes, they go to on the telephone down there, which are robos on the phone, telling people, you may have heard some things about Roy Moore, but let me tell you, I don't know what it says. Who knows what it says?
He identifies with Roy Moore because he thinks every time he gets accused, it's false accusing.
Hell, all those women that said that stuff about Trump, they ain't making that up. Well, everybody knows he's an awful man. You heard him say it on the damn tape what an awful man he is.
He admits it frequently. He's always telling us how awful he is.
They got him on the tape saying, I did this to women, I want to do that, and I did. I mean, he said it.
But if somebody else says he's awful, it's fake news.
Yep.
Fake news. Did he say that he doesn't drink 12 Diet Cokes a day?
I don't know. I don't listen to him.
Why is he ruining everything I love? Now, I can't eat McDonald's or Kentucky Fried Chicken the way I used to.
Yep.
Because people be like, oh, president. Like fucking Huckabee ruined goddamn Chick-fil-A for me.
Watch your mouth. Well, that's who the president wants you to vote for, is a man that several women that have evidence that they have presented it accused him of doing things to him at a very, very young age that no man should be doing to him, period, let alone a 30-year-old judge.
So the media does make mistakes. The media made some mistakes.
Hell, they make it all the damn time.
But Trump just... why are we even talking about it?
Hell, I don't know.
I don't have anything new to say about it.
It's the same thing over and over again, and nobody going to do anything about nothing. Roy Moore just beat Luther. Well, what are we going to do? Nothing. Well, Roy Moore, that's what people said, RNC. Well, we're going to pull that money out. We are going to do something. I believe those women. I don't know. Well, He's still running. He going, well, I don't know how I feel about it now. Now I think Alabama, it's their decision, not mine. RNC throwing money. There's a woman, bless her heart, at least one person I've read somewhere, RNC resigned because they're giving money to people who molest children. And she decided, you know what, that's not why I joined this party to work to serve for the RNC. That's not what I had in mind. I didn't know that was a job, requirement. I'm going to step down. I will no longer work for these people, which you shouldn't. Anyone that condones, there's a lot of Republican principles, there's a lot of Republican beliefs that I think need to be said out there, that need to be, not through the president, this crazy man, no, but there's values that I believe, and certainly policies and things that need to be changed in this country. But when you start the conversation with, my party is the one that backed the man, who did terrible, terrible things to young women, teenagers, children, that negates anything that comes after that. But by the way, I got a great idea to how to get the economies going. I don't want to know what it is. I've heard enough. You start there, you let me know that, and that's what the Republican Party is doing to themselves right now. Maybe Douglas will win. I hope so. We know how to fight Democrats. We don't know what to do when there's a crazy, well, we got the president, but then you're going to have this man, and he's going to be on TV every day. He likes to hear himself talk. And you ain't going to be able to talk about taxes. You ain't going to be able to talk about getting a new health care plan. You ain't going to be able to talk about none of that stuff because you're going to be talking about what the hell the crazy man that molests children said that morning that you voted into the Senate. So anything comes out after that, nobody,
Now, by the time a lot of y'all hear this, you'll know whether Dougie Douglas or Roy Moore's in the Alabama Senate. Maybe not. It might be a close race. They say it might be close. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going to happen.
Nope.
There was a Fox News poll that had Dougie Douglas up 10 points, but I don't think that can't be true.
I can't see. He ain't been that ahead that shit yet. Now, yeah. Hell, I don't know. Well, Alabama, I hope you do the best thing you do. Do the best thing you can do for your state. And that's another thing. If Alabama does do, can you imagine? They're supposed to be like like to have a Nissan factory up here, a car. All those things that are on. We're thinking about going to Alabama. Guess what? Ain't none of that going to happen there. If that man gets elected, you hurting your own state. You're hurting yourself. People ain't going to go there. Not that people are going to Alabama all the time anyway, but any businesses, any kind of all that, they're not coming there. Nobody going to have anything to do with you. But I guess that's what they want.
Alabama going to get itself kicked out of the Mall of America.
Yeah.
Not the actual Mall of America. But
Yep. Well, we hope child molesters don't get elected into the Senate, but you never can. These days, you never can tell. You just can't tell. At one time, I could, you may find out that somebody was doing that and kick them out. That could have happened. I think something close to that has happened a few times. You don't find out. It comes out. Now, well, get the hell out. Get them out of there. It's the first time I know where, you know it. And he did what? He got kicked out. They wouldn't let him come in the mall because he was touching on a little. Okay, yeah. Well, maybe. I might vote for him. Maybe.
what are his policies? What else does he believe?
Again, I don't care. It starts if that's okay with you, if you're condoning that behavior, or you gave money for someone you're condoning that behavior, by the way, you are, if you shuffling money to his campaign. You absolutely are. You are condoning that behavior. So once like I said, it starts there. After that, I don't want to know what his policies is. There's this man that hangs out at the mall all the time. They kicked him out because he kept grabbing on, trying to touch a little 13-year-olds. He got a great idea to get the economy going. He's got this tax plan, health care. He's going to get to it and help us out.
He doesn't even have any plans, right? Does he? I mean, is he running on anything except Bible and making people mad?
He don't like gay people and Bible. That's it. And, you know, he ain't a Democrat. That's it.
Does
I don't know what
Bible,
else.
are half the people who like Bible, are they all they just like it because it makes people mad now? Is Bible just a make people mad thing?
I guess so.
Look at here. Yeah, you don't like that, do you?
He's the one that got in trouble for wanting to build the Ten Commandments, right?
Yeah.
He wanted that on church. Ten Commandments can't have separation church and state. And I'm okay with the Ten Commandments, but I'm not gonna get into that. I ain't running for nothing. But if you put a big statue of the Ten Commandments, that I'm okay with that. But he started saying the wife he's married to now, she was still married when it started, so he ain't even obeying the damn thing he wants built to put in front of the damn courthouse that he's going to reside in. So you want everybody else to read that. And I don't think the Ten Commandments say anything about 13-year-old girls, you know, particularly, like definitely, but, you know, it ain't for it. The Bible ain't for it. That's hypocrite as far as I'm concerned. That's what that is.
Roy Moore election. It's fun times, Jackie. Fun times to live through.
Never thought I'd have to live. Lord, take me now.
He's getting close, probably. He's getting close.
I'm ready.
Like,
I'm ready.
To you specifically and all of us.
I don't know. America, country. I thought maybe I could die knowing that my country going to be prosperous and that, you know, everything I believed in and stood for would go on and prosper after my little time on this earth. But I don't know these days. I don't know. America may be gone before I am.
Where would you live?
Huh?
Where would you live?
I mean, where would I live? I'm talking about in the ground.
Oh.
I'm going to live a long time because my mother, she died of 100. She's up there. That runs in my blood, so I don't want to be here. I just soon go at the right age, you know. But that's up for the good Lord to decide. It ain't for me.
He's making some weird decisions lately.
Well, is he making them, or is he just sitting back and, you know, that's free will, man, free will. Here, I set it up for you. Here you go.
I don't know, Martin Luther. I don't know how. Either Jesus and his daddy God hate us and are actively trying to destroy us, or they hate us and they're just sitting back and watching us destroy ourselves.
Well, listen here now. If you read the Bible, believe what's in the Bible, the devil used to tempt you. The devil used to tempt people and show them all sorts of things. Jesus, particularly, he, you know, do this, you can do this, Jesus, you can have this. And Jesus stood up to the temptation every time, like, no, that's wrong. That I will not going to do that, and never did. But it seems like the devil's tempting everybody nowadays, and I don't know if people are making the right choice. But hell, I guess we ain't Jesus. Ain't nobody Jesus but Jesus, so I just thought people would know better than to elect a child molester, put him in the Senate. I thought that was something most of this country could agree on. I thought that was some place where we could start and begin to find the areas of compromise. But if we can't own that, then I don't know.
No, there may be no more compromise.
Nope.
It's funny. Remember back in the days of All in the Family, like they thought they was partisan.
Yep.
That old Archie Bunker and Meathead would fight and fight.
Oh,
but
yeah.
at the end of the day, they were still in love.
They were always in love at the end.
Now's the time that we both have to go. just have to say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to you we will send if a stamp to us you'll lend, so we can write and say goodbye, 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 goodbye.
All right, enough. I'm tired of talking. There ain't nothing left to say. I don't know what else you're supposed to say on here. I'm through.
We didn't really have to come back to say that.
Huh?
Like, we could have stopped before the song and just gone out. We didn't have anything to say during the goodbye part.
I don't. That's what
We
I'm
just made people listen to like another minute or two of this. And
Well, that's what I'm saying is I don't have anything else to say. You just said it's exactly right. I don't. I'm tired of talking about how awful the world is. It's Christmas time. I want to talk about something nice a little bit. And every time we do one of these, ain't nothing worth a damn. I'm tired of talking. All I got to talk about is something awful. You used to say years ago you had to say it. If you didn't have nothing nice to say, you don't say nothing at all.
But we have a podcast.
Huh? What is it?